Hello lovers, how you are doing today? It's an exciting day out here and I'm sure you guys are having a wonderful day as well. You're welcome to this exciting episode of Finding Love. Finding Love is an insightful guide for anyone who is ready for the journey of marriage and desires to do it the Creator's way. Now, it's important to know that marriage is God's idea. As after he created Adam, he said, "It is not good for man to be alone." And then he created Eve from Adam's ribs. Now, every other creature he created from the ground, but for Eve, he created her from Adam's rib. Now, the creator of marriage also said, marriage is a mystery. Okay, so it is very important that when we desire answers to our marriage or solutions, that we go to the creator, the one who designed marriage. Now, Finding Love is that show that gives you godly answers to solutions or questions that you may desire about marriage. I am Grace Renner. See you. You're welcome back. Now, on our previous episodes of Finding Love, we continued on dealing with heartbreaks, and today we'll be picking up from where we stopped. Okay, so we talked about two more ways to handle or deal with heartbreaks. Okay, so today we'll be talking more on how to deal with heartbreaks. Okay, so if you haven't watched the previous episodes, please do go and watch them. Okay, and this is a good time to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed, please do subscribe. Okay, so dealing with heartbreaks, number 5, learn from it. Life is all about the lessons. As we learn, we grow. As we learn, we grow. Now evaluate yourself. Look at how you handled the previous relationship and see if there are things about yourself that you need to work on, that you need to change. Evaluate, look at it and see if there are things that you would not want to do again in the previous in your next relationship. And to do this rightly, always pray for God to help you. Tell God to show you what to do or show you lessons that you need to learn from your previous relationship so that you can grow. Now for me, from my previous relationship, before I met my husband, like I said, I went through a series of heartbreaks and I learned a lot. Now I learned that for some reason I was smothering them with love, like smothering my partners with love. There is such a thing as too much love, and too much of everything is not good. So I think at some point I was smothering them with love. And then I also learned to be firm. Now, I always had a no sex policy in all my relationships, you know. And at some point I found myself almost looking like I was begging for them to stay, almost like sex was their right. So I learned that if for any reason they're not okay with my no sex policy from the get-go, then they can freely walk away. Or if as we start dating they say, oh yes, it's fine, and then they start to act funny because we're not having sex, then it's a sign to let them go. So that was for me. I learned to be firm from the get-go. Then I also learned that any character flaw that I would not tolerate in a relationship, that I should address it from inception, so that nobody gets comfortable portraying bad attitude and keeps getting away with it. Because I noticed that, in trying to compromise, trying to, I would just allow and allow and allow. So but I told myself, no. When God opened my eyes to see that this is not, a good way to handle relationships, and I realized that that was something I was doing that was not right. So from the get-go, if I begin to see any character flaw that I would not tolerate, I would address it immediately. I won't let it fester. Okay, so those were the things I learned over time and I started to apply in my subsequent relationships. Now here is how to learn from your previous relationships. Number 1, acknowledge that you saw the signs but you ignored them. Okay, if we're being honest with ourselves, before the major breakup you would already see some signs here and there, some red flags here and there. Now the problem is a lot of times we allow these signs, we ignore them, we allow them to fester, and then they eventually blow up in our faces. Okay, so acknowledging that you saw these signs, you saw these red flags, that you saw this thing coming is growth. It means that in your subsequent relationships, you would not ignore them. It means that you would not allow even the tiniest signs to go past you without either addressing them or getting your mind prepared that there is something bigger coming. Okay, so for me, I define that as growth. Now, number two, remember the negatives. Write down things about your partner, your previous partner that you did not like, those previous things that served as red flags, those negative aspects of that partner that you did not like. Write them down. This will help you not to look back, it will help you to heal quicker, and it will help you serve as red flags even for your future relationships. Okay, writing helps you remember. So those aspects of your previous partner that you did not like, write them down. Number seven, live an outstanding life. Now, this is a time to heal. The Bible says to everything is season. I'll still read it from here, but I mean, this is the time to move on. Okay, get back yourself. Take a sheet of paper, write down things that you can do to spice up your life. If it's registering at the gym, or registering for swimming classes, or going out with friends, buying yourself flowers, whatever you can do to get back yourself, begin the process. The secret to healing is right in your hands. Do not don't allow yourself to remain in that space of hurting. Just get up, be out and about, learn to love again, live, laugh, just enjoy, create new patterns for yourself. Okay, don't just stay there. It's a time to heal. It's a time to reinvent yourself. Buy books if you have to. Like, I bought a book one time after I'd gone through heartbreak and I was recovering. I was driving around Maryland or so, and I saw a book, Why Men Marry Bitches. Now, normally I wouldn't buy such books for some reason. I don't know, just the title. But I said, okay, let me even see if I can learn something new. Let me try new things. And guess what? That book, I enjoyed it so much. I think I've read it up to 10 times since I bought it because I learned so much and I'm still learning. From time to time, I still read it even as I'm married. Okay, so buy books that would, help you to grow in knowledge. Just do what you do to grow, to go out there, to create an opportunity to meet somebody better. Okay, now let me read this scripture to you in Ecclesiastes 3, 1 to 6. To everything there is a season, a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to kill, a time to heal. Remember, heal. A time to break down, a time to build up. So rebuild yourself. A time to weep and a time to laugh. So you have wept, it's time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. Okay, a time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. So all those negative times were your grief season. Now it's time to go out there, reinvent yourself, heal, laugh, dance, get out of it, heal, so there's a time for everything. Okay, so now let me share with you different things that you can do, to reinvent yourself, to help yourself heal faster, to be out there. Number one, exercise. In fact, exercise is so important. The endorphins and that are released during exercise will help to rebuild your confidence. Just exercise, it will help you to get away from whatever withdrawal syndrome that you would have been in over the past few days or months of suffering the heartbreak. So exercising helps. Number two, take care of yourself. All those love that you were showering on your partner, start to shower them on yourself. Ask yourself from time to time, am I okay? Do I need something? Do I need salad? Do I need ice cream? Do I need whatever you need? Whatever you would have done for your partner, do it for yourself. Take care of yourself. Check on yourself. Do it for yourself. Ask yourself questions. Do I need to get my nails done, my hair done? Look after yourself. Enjoy your time of being single. Enjoy it. And exercising helps a lot. Now, in part of taking care of yourself. Now, I met somebody in 2011. I'd known her since 2008 and she was a lekpa lady, very lekpa. Then I met her in 2011 and she was so fat. I asked her, I said, sister, what happened? She said, my sister is heartbreak. They broke up with me. I said, heartbreak? And you just got fat like that? She said, after breaking up, what would I do? I started eating. Now, why did I give this example? When people feel heartbroken, sometimes it triggers some kind of unhealthy behaviors where they start to overeat or maybe undereat. So look out for your nutrition. Eat well, eat moderately. If you notice any signs of, unnecessary hunger, wanting to, not because I said eat salad, take ice cream and all that, then you start overindulging. No. Make sure to be healthy. Take good care of yourself. Eat what your body needs and watch out for um unhealthy behaviors, unhealthy eating habits. Just eat moderately. Don't get fat like that my friend I just talked about. Fat no help anybody. Just kidding. So exercise, take care of yourself. Number 3, create new routines. Now, because maybe you and your ex used to go out, dancing on Fridays, or go out drinking with his friends, or go to the movies maybe on Friday. Now, because you've broken up, there will now be a void. Fill it up with something. Create something. Call your friend, hang out with them. Don't, sit down at home and then start thinking, oh God, because I broke up, nothing to do. No. Become proactive. Call friends, plan ahead. Call them, oh, what are you doing Friday night? Oh, let's go out, let's hang out, let's do this, let's do that. Don't leave that day open. Don't create any space where you go back into your zone and start thinking again. You're trying to heal. Okay, so take steps to heal. And then number 4, explore new and old habits. Now, sometimes when we start dating people, we drop some aspects of ourselves because we're trying to fit in, or, blending, if that's the right word to use. Okay, so for example, now you're someone that likes to go for Owambe, but because your ex is someone that is somewhat an introvert, doesn't like to go out. So instead of you just going out on your own, you would just sit back. Now, begin again to go for Owambe. Or if you are the type of person that likes to just, go for whatever it is that you like and he didn't like or she didn't like, go back to doing those things that made you happy that you had to stop because of them. Go back to doing those things. Fill up that void, fill up that space. Go out again, reinvent yourself, and then explore new habits. Try something new. If you have not registered in a gym before, you can afford it, pay for one, start going to the gym. If you have like there's a library around you and you don't go there, go there. You never know where you'll meet the Mr. Nice Guy or the Miss Nice Woman. Okay, so go out there, try new things, try old things, put them together, see what works for you. Don't just sit down. You're trying to heal. Okay, now let me give you an example. One of my mentors, I learned him, and I want to share it here. Now, he recently got divorced. In one of his books, The Shift, I was listening to the audiobook and I heard him say something about, recently getting divorced. Now, my pastor had like an online, was a live video with him on Instagram sometime during the lockdown. And he talked about wanting to launch his book, but because my pastor called him to come and attend one of our programs, he had to leave or postpone launching the book just to be with my pastor. Now, why did he do that? He said he had just gone through a divorce. He felt like he had lost somebody and he didn't want to lose any more friends or, stay away from friends for any reason. And then he had to accept coming. Imagine, he postponed his own book launch that he has spent money to put together just to be with friends. Now, why did I say this? This is a time where if you have, lost some friends, there are some friends of yours that your ex might not have liked for whatever reason. Now, if they're good people and you disconnected from them for any reason, why am I stuttering? If you disconnected from them for any reason, now reconnect with them. Become active again. If you guys have like a forum where you guys chat or hang out or whatever, show up for them again. Go back to being your real self, who you were before he or she met you and took that part away from you. That part of yourself that it was good, but you had to let go because you were trying to please that person. Pick it up again. Hang out with friends. Show up for your friends. When he said that thing, it just made me look at him from a different angle and made me have so much respect for him. So it's not bad to be vulnerable. Even if they tell you, oh, why, I mean, Shebi, you dumped us all this while, tell them that My ex did not like, me hanging out with you, and I didn't want to have problems with him. But we're over now, and I feel the need to reconnect with you. I feel, the need to be friends with you again. And any good friend of yours will understand and bring you back into their space. Okay? So I think I've said enough. On our next episode, we'll be concluding on dealing with heartbreaks. I hope you have learned something, and I hope that this has brought healing to you of some sort, or at least shown you what to do. Okay, I remain Grace Rena. See you next time.